How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Ed's here with us today. Thanks for coming on. I've not seen you or spoken to you in a long time, as it's been with so many people, but you look fantastic.
Oh, thank you, man. Dude, I was just realising today I haven't actually done like a proper interview. I did like one with the BBC like a month ago. No, maybe like 2 weeks ago. But I haven't done one since February 2018.
Wow. Well, this won't be that proper. I'll do my best, but I do. So since I guess we last spoke, you became a dad. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been quite a seismic shift in my life. It's been great.
How has it impacted your daily life?
Do you know what? I mean, you know yourself, you just prioritise different things. Like I got healthy and sort of like just spent a lot of time at home. I didn't really do any music for about 6 months. I was just kind of like full-time dad, and then yeah, when it kind of got to the sort of 6 month point, I started doing studio time, but very like structured. Instead of like just working, I would like have a like 9 to 5, and I would do it at home and be able to, you know, I was doing vocals with like her asleep on my shoulder and stuff like that. It's good.
And it is, you know, many artists that you know, they talk about they get most creative overnight and they work all night long. Did you ever do that?
So that's never been the case with me. I always find nighttime sessions actually a bit uncomfortable because I get quite tired. So I've always been I sort of start at 10 and finish at 5 kind of thing. But now it's more like start at 8:30, finish at 4.
So she has heard, maybe has heard your songs. How does she react?
She's good. You know, she doesn't like the ones that are like the big like delta singy ones. She kind of gets a bit shocked by that. But she likes to. I wrote. There's one song on the album that's a very sort of like smooth lullaby. I guess not like it. Soothing. Yeah, she likes that one.
Are you a hands-on dad? Are you changing diapers? Are you doing
fully? Yeah, fully. Do you know what I found? You know, like my wife kind of went through so much to have a, you know, it's like a big thing that, like, the one thing the man can do is change nappies, cook, clean, keep. So yeah, that's literally been from the start. I've been like fully doing that. Yeah.
Nappies, diapers, nappies are better.
Yeah. Nappies and diapers.
I'm gonna use that one day. I like that. Nappies. Sisney's actually pregnant with her third right now.
I am pregnant. I got my
Oh wow! Congratulations. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I just entered the 3rd trimester, so I know it's gonna get like a little more tough, but
yeah, for sure. Yeah. The thing that I never got my head around was the weeks thing. You know, because usually it's just like, oh, a month and a bit, or like 2 months and a bit. Someone's being like, oh, it's 27 weeks. I'm like, what?
What is it?
Well, wait till, yeah. I mean, how old is your daughter?
Oh, Lyra, she's 9. 9 months. 9 months.
Right, but don't you call babies weeks for a while once they're born?
Yeah, you do weeks for a while, and then it turns into months, and then at some point, like once they're like 2, you really stop counting the months.
But you apparently have this thing for math, so you should be really good at all the math. Ed, we've seen the jerseys of the football team.
No, I know. Do you know what? My albums are called that, but I'm actually not. I'm not a very smart individual. I kind of like. I've got my parts of life that, you know, I feel like I can navigate, but in terms of like maths, I'm not like, I wasn't good at that at school, or languages. Although I learned Italian in the pandemic, which was the one thing that I feel like I got out of it. I have a house in Italy, and every time I'd gone to Italy, I just found like the locals were like, yeah, but you haven't learned yet, have you? And I'm like, no, I will. And then I just decided that I was going to do it. So I do an hour a day. I've done that for about 10 months.
Come stai? Come stai?
Yeah, sto bene. E tu?
Bene, grazie. Bene. I started, io sono Ryan. Di dove?
Io sono Ed, io imparo un po' italiano ogni giorno. Mia bella l'insegnante Daniela, yeah.
Good. Much better than mine. I started taking them once a week during the pandemic, the Italian lessons, and I felt it. Still doing it, I struggled so hard. I got like really frustrated at some point. It was very hard for me to get the muscle moving.
Yeah, dude, for me it was like, I kind of like got my grasp on like conversation, and then my teacher was like, right, now we're going to do past tense, and I was like, and now I'm in that at the moment, and it's like a completely new language again. But it's really I never learned. I failed German at school, I failed French at school. Like I've never really learned languages, and I've sort of spent the last 10 years traveling the world, speaking English and feeling quite embarrassed about being in all these wonderful cultures and not being able to communicate. So it's really cool to. It sort of feels like a key that you unlock this door, and then suddenly this whole world opens up.
It is an interesting thing to think you've been in all these nations and territories singing in English with others singing back in English just being able to speak English.
Yeah, man, and I think it's a respect thing to even like it when you're in these different countries, just to at least learn like, hey, how you doing tonight? Like,
you get nervous about that? Do you screw that part up? Because I would be so nervous about that.
You know, I think because we spend at least like a month in each place. Like if you go to Germany, we play like 15 to 20 shows. So by the end of it, you've got it down.
Your new song is called Bad Habit. We don't know much about anything. So I don't even know where to start, but let's backtrack to the album called Mine.
The album is not called Minus. No, the album is not called Minus. All will be revealed in time. But yeah, it's been a cool process. I kind of like recorded close to 250 songs for 2 albums, and I have been sort of whittling this album down, and I feel like I've got to the point where I'm happy. This first single, Bad Habits, is like the most different song that I've ever made.
Is it different?
It's like, do you know, it's the first time that I've made a dance tune. It's the first time I've made gone like fully all out, and it's, you know, it got to January, and in England there was like an announcement that England was going to open up in June, and I had the first single already planned, and I was kind of like, let me go back in the studio and make, because the first single I had was quite sort of lo-fi, sad, and I was like, let me see if I can make something upbeat that, you know, because I'm going to be wanting to go to clubs in the summer, and what would I want to hear? So I basically made a tune that hopefully fits in with the world opening up.
But you kind of chuckle when you say you made a dance record. Is that because you were so out of your comfort zone?
Well, it's not. It's not like full David Guetta, Calvin Harris. It's just, but no, it's like super out of my comfort zone. Like, but for me, when I did Sing on Multiply, I was like super nervous about putting that out. I was like, oh, this is so different, what my fans going to think, and I put it out and people liked it. And then the same thing with Shape of You. Like Shape of You, I was so against. So I was like, I don't want to put this out, my fans will hate it, and I put it out, and it's my biggest song that I've had. And so with this one, I have the same feeling, which I think is good. I think it's good. I'm very, very nervous about it, but also like everyone that I've been playing it to. Because also the other thing with being sort of isolated making a record is usually I would like meet up with people and would have a few beers and I'd play music and they'd be like, oh, we like this one, we like this one, we don't like this one. But it's only really been my wife that I've been playing them to, and she's like, you know, like she likes my music, so like
she loves everything.
So
I pick a favorite baby.
So with this one, I'm kind of getting validation from it. Once we shot the video and it's chosen, I'm kind of feeling my confidence is growing in it the more I play it to people. Now I'm out in, I'm out in America now, which is fantastic. I'm so sad we can't do this in person, but hopefully we can do that next time I'm back.
You're welcome to. I'm here for hours. You're welcome to stroll by. It looks like we might be in the same location.
I think you're probably across the street or something. Yeah. But I know there's like certain protocols or whatever.
Ed Sheeran is with us. All right, so the album is not mine. Is it called Subtract or Take Away or any of those?
You know what? If you look at the Ipswich Town football shirt, it's on there. I just don't want to. I don't want to announce it yet because I've got the single as the focus, and then like later on in the year I'll announce the album. I'll bring out another single. I kind of like do it like that rather than blow my.
Yeah, well, I hope to see you in person next time then.
Absolutely.
So, just before you go, Bad Habits, we are going to get it very soon. I know it's going to go all here. You say it's upbeat. The lyrics, are they about bad habits that you broke, that you had, that one would break?
That I had, yeah. Well, and have. I think you know the concept of the tune was basically like when a Friday night starts, you have the best intentions in the world. You go, right, I'm going to go out, I'm going to have one beer. you know, I've eaten a salad for dinner, you know, it's all going to be good. And then next thing you know, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, you're shotting mezcal and eating a McDonald's burger. You know, like it's just basically bad habits lead to other bad habits. So it was that's the concept of the song. And the music video is me and my wife binge watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer again in the pandemic, and I was like, oh, I should make a vampire music video at some point. And then when I wrote the song, I was like, vampires' bad habits come out at night. Our bad habits come out at night, and so it's all that. It's a very flamboyant video. I'm in a bright pink Versace suit. I've got glitter on my eyes, bangs. I've dyed my hair blonde. It's a whole thing.
I'm looking at your post of it right now. It looks like you're also vertically like up 3 or 4 feet in the air.
Yeah. Do you know what? I can't dance at all, but when I put that suit on, I was like, I feel it. I feel it.
Get in it.
Oh man, hey, it's so great to see you. I really.
So great to see you guys.
I can sense the happiness in your life. So congratulations on all fronts, bro.
Thank you, man. I feel like life is good. Life is good. And dude, I'm so happy to see you guys. And congratulations on the incoming baby.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good stuff. Dude, I'll be back the next month, the month after, whenever you guys can do in person, I'll be there.
Great. Ed Sheeran, Bad Habits, out June 25th. Take good care, and we'll come back. This is a very, very exciting day. Matter of fact, Niall walked in and said, my God, you guys are overly enthused. Why are we overly enthused? Well, one is it's Friday.
Yes.
And Friday. Two, Niall. I mean, this is a remarkable, probably one of the most memorable, or will be one of the most memorable days of your career, when the first solo album is birthed.
And you get to spend it with us.
Yes.
Thank you for choosing us.
Always a pleasure, never a chore. I'm pretty happy.
Now, just to give people some perspective on this, when did you start working on your solo album? What was the first beat moment?
I wrote this town in March or April last year, so from then on really. Obviously I stopped to do a bit of promo for that song towards the end of last year, but for the guts of a year I've been working on it.
And were you nervous when you started? Were you nervous? Because you had tremendous fame and success with the group, but were you nervous?
But to be honest, at the start there was no real plan for me to do anything. I was actually looking forward to just chill, just doing nothing. Yeah. And then obviously me got bored after about 4 minutes of sitting around doing nothing. Yeah. And ended up starting to write in general, and it felt like the songs that I was writing were quite like naturally to me, and writing nice free if I was to like make an album. That's what it sounds like.
And first came This Town, right? Yeah. First came This Town, which did great, and then Slow Hands like took over the world. So you knew it was a good song, and it started to be played. But when you realized what was happening, because that to me was like life-changing for you in terms of your solo career.
Yeah, well, as you said, This Town did well, and unexpectedly as well to me, because I was just kind of releasing a song to let people know that I was actually doing something that I said before. And then Slow Hands, you write a song, you don't realise, when you're writing it, you're like, yeah, we've got a good one here, but you don't realise how good it is compared to what's in the charts at the moment.
Yeah.
And it is tough out there, so to come out with a song like that and be of that style and stand out that much really like shocked me and shocked a few people, I think.
What about what kind of that song has to me specific influences just as an outsider, but for you, what influenced you to get to that place? Because it is a unique sound for what's on the radio.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I wanted to make the album that was like full of all of my influences and stuff that I grew up on. And then when I was coming towards the end of the album, like what I thought was the end of the album, like last Christmas or something, and I was thinking to myself, I'm missing something out of my influences. Yeah. So I started to think about like Don Henley in the early 80s when he left the Eagles, like funk rock kind of thing going on there with mad sounds and cool guitar riffs and stuff like that. And I was literally listening to him in the studio that day.
It's so funny.
And I just started playing, sat down on the piano and started playing that open. Yeah, that's what started. Here we are.
And you met him, right?
Yes. Yeah, I've become quite close to him over the years.
You've become quite close to Don Henley.
I don't even want to talk about it. it's just nuts. It's like
It's crazy.
I went to my first Eagles concert when I was 4 years old. So to be
4 years old.
to have a chat with him is just amazing. And he's given me like little bits of advice and songs. Yeah, literally, yeah. And
Did you ask him, like, I'm trying to do, if I were around someone who had my influence in mind, there'd be something I was talking about before I got there.
well, I just kind of obviously you get down to things and like that. You just ask them all the questions that you don't know about.
Yeah.
And then it was just like stuff where I would write a song, and then I would kind of, if I felt like it was missing something or what I could add something to it, I would kind of slide it over and email it to him. Like in Slow Hands, he was telling me what to do with the riff, and stuff like that. So it's pretty. It's
I mean, excuse me.
I'm gonna leave.
Subject line, Don Henley, can I run something by you? That's so awesome.
So cool.
Subject line Slow Hands. What the hell is this slow?
This kid's a little aggressive. All right, we're coming back. Too Much to Ask. I got that track from Niall's album. It's called Flicker. It's out today. Just a second. 102.7. It's Kiss FM. It's called Too Much to Ask. It's now on 102.7.
Look at all these girls, huh?
I mean, you spin around in your chair. There's girls everywhere.
Yeah,
behind you.
he's waving everybody.
Waving all the girls behind them. They're all in the other room over there. That's got emotion. It's got real emotion to it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I guess that's what Tanya just said to me. She said it pulls right in her heart.
Well,
That's
a
why
lot of strings to that heart.
That's why we write these things.
I'm just thinking back when we first saw you come out of one of our stages and you did a couple songs or maybe a song.
That's right.
Yeah, you did like one, right? But now you've got this album, this whole body. How is being in One Direction was an intensity and a level of intensity I'm sure you couldn't imagine. Being a solo artist is an intensity, but a different intensity, I guess. How is it different?
Yeah, big time. Well, in terms of making the album, I think the way we used to record stuff and write stuff was very quick. We just kind of stuck to timelines and deadlines. And so this time around for me, I didn't have to rush anything. I was given as much time as I wanted. I told everyone. I was pretty clear that with everyone that I was going to take my time, make sure I had enough time to make mistakes, and I felt like because of that I had time to make mistakes, and I wrote some terrible songs and I wrote some good ones. I had time for all of that. So, but there is a different intensity in other ways. Like the day to day, obviously there's a lot more pressure on me. In terms of like interviews and stuff like that.
You got to do it all you.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. I can't really think of like individual scenarios, but yeah, it's like
You can't phone it in and lean on the other guy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's all on you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's kind of fun, I've really enjoyed it. You either like hide behind it all or relish it. There's only one way to do it, really.
Where did you live when you made most of the songs?
I was living here. Yeah.
Because you're kind of like you're looking a little LA right now. The t-shirt, the sunglasses, the haircut. Like you're becoming an Angelino.
Oh no, don't say that, please.
No, it's not a bad thing.
I know.
It's not a bad thing. It's good.
Yeah.
You vibed here a little bit in LA.
Yeah, big time. I think the kind of music that I make is quite. Well, I've always been heavily influenced by anything kind of Southern Californian. That whole Laurel Canyon area, Joni Mitchell and Jackson Brown. And
Did you ever get Jackson Brown? Oh my God, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Did you ever did you get in your car sometime making the album? No, just when you just get in. Like I remember when I first moved here, I would get in my car at night.
Yeah,
and I would drive
I've done it.
down the boulevard. I'd be like, just let it soak in.
100%. I've got a couple of on the album. I've got a couple of windows down driving tunes.
Right.
That kind of. I've driven down and we're playing like songs like On the Loose from the album, Since We're Alone, and I've played those kind of driving around in the car when I was listening to new mixes and when they were just being produced.
And it's cool when you see the visuals of Los Angeles.
Yeah,
and Hollywood.
big time now.
So now we did this DNA test. We spit in a tube. It's called 23andMe. And you send it out, and a couple weeks later it comes back and it tells you your heritage, your ancestry, all this stuff about you. And for example, Sicily, tell them what you found out.
So I found out that I am like 30% Iberian and like 60% European, 1% Jewish, 1% Italian, and
1% Jewish.
It goes on and on and on.
A religion.
Yeah, and then it connected me to like 1,200 relatives.
No,
They give you
pride we celebrate your album today.
Yes.
I feel like
As a fellow
family
Irishman.
member. As a fellow Irish, I feel like a family member is giving birth today.
Let's go for a pint of Guinness.
Yes, let's go drink beer and do things that we would do. Temple Bar.
Yeah, 100%. Most expensive beer on the planet.
Yeah.
And I think I'm, from what I've gathered, I think I'm 100% Irish.
Now, what if he does his DNA test and now finds out
Right,
he's
he's
zero
Swiss.
Irish?
Someone give me a Coke. Give me a Coke, quick. I spit all over it.
He's Swiss. Hey, speaking of just thinking about beer, Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran. Have you talked to him since he hurt himself?
No, I haven't spoken to him. I want to find out what actually happened there. Did he actually get knocked down? Well,
I don't know.
I know.
No one seems to. I think that seems to be a rumor. I think that's when he got knocked down and make his arm break and not working.
Also, like sabotage.
I reckon he just fell off.
I think he must have fallen. He tried to catch himself with both arms because he broke his right wrist and
And his
fractured his elbow.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Left elbow.
I mean, we loved him to death. The poor guy can't start the tour because of it.
I heard he was meant to be doing loads of shows in Asia. In fairness,
Yeah.
to be honest, it's probably the right time for him because he probably needs a break. It seems like since
He needs a little breather.
it feels like since he came back in January, he has to stop doing shows. So
That's probably true.
and he can do them. And
Well, we hope to
clearly
make it
very
to our
good.
Jingle Ball.
But
on
yeah. So
December 1st.
do people around you say, okay, Niall, no bites?
Not really, no. But I'm just.
Well, don't jump out of the plane. Don't do something.
Yeah, I kind of doesn't get any more aggressive than golf for me. So unless I crash the buggy or something like that, it's all pretty innocent.
Well, we are thrilled. And by the way, tonight you can tune in. It is the iHeartRadio album release party tonight, 7 p.m. here on 102.7 Kiss FM, youtube.com/iHeartRadio. You're going to go through all the stuff in the music, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to have a little event, a little lighthearted event. Sort of have a little interview, play a few tunes from the album.
Jojo will be
Tiny, what
hosting
you
that.
It's going to be great. Tiny will be there. Tiny's heartstrings will be there.
Jojo is coming, so that should be a good laugh.
Yeah, he's an outsider, okay? He's not Irish, but he's an outsider. He's an outsider, all right?
Oh my gosh!
We give him a 23andMe DNA test.
They got it.
Let's make sure he's not Swiss. There we go.
Could very well be.
Yeah, and then we're calling my mother because then there's I don't know what's happened.
If there's any family from Atlanta, Georgia,
Please let us speak up now.
we're in trouble. Some mailman has something to say for himself.
Hey, Niall, so proud of you, brother. Congratulations, man. This is awesome.
Thanks very much, guys.
We'll see you a little bit later tonight here at Kiss FM. All right, coming back. It's 3 years ago, the Roses call. He confessed to his wife that he had a one-night stand with a coworker and got her pregnant. We're going to talk to his wife next, Kiss FM.
Holy.
Just reading up this list you made of whether or not we're passive aggressive. I feel like FYI sometimes sounds passive aggressive, but I don't know any other way to say it. Like FYI, we covered this, or FYI, we talked about it.
I know what you mean. I'm a big FYI'er. I don't know. It wasn't on this list, so
Well,
it
it
was
does.
okay.
It seems on the border of passive aggressive. It's like a little.
You know what it is? The all caps too. Because you put it in all caps.
No, my phone does that. I don't do that. My phone does that.
FYI.
But it's like quick you're moving back to the day. FYI, we covered. FYI, don't forget. Yeah.
Why maybe just so you know.
He had a chance.
Takes too long to type.
I bet. Yeah.
Oh, you don't roll your eyes at us. It is LOLDIY.
Yeah, you really type in the initials. Like we have to. Yeah.
Aku tanya dia. Aku tanya dia.
Alright, so what's on the list of 5 phrases to avoid being passive aggressive at work?
All right, here's one of them. My last email. Oh, the worst. So what it actually means is saying that you didn't really read what I wrote. Pay attention this time.
So I will admit that many times I don't read email, and then I ask a question about something, and then my reply is, yes, I told you that in the email I sent. But so I didn't, and instead of like looking to see if the email was there, I prefer to just ask the question again.
Because you don't read emails.
I don't like them. I don't like them. They're
I know,
always
you've had an auto reply on your email for like 5 years.
Try me now, just took it off. Yeah.
Try me now.
Just to change
Like
it.
what?
It's too predictable. Now you'll send the email and I just won't reply.
Oh my god. Alright. The next one is for future reference. So you start an email out for future reference. And then a little aggressive, but it actually means let me correct your global mistake that you already knew was wrong.
Look, what other way you could say that? Hey, you could say in the future, blah, blah, blah. Or going forward. Love it going forward.
Going forward.
Yeah. What else?
Going forward is not better. Going forward is actually on the list as well. It's considered passive aggressive. It actually means do not ever do that again. Going forward.
Let me speak about the nuance. There's a fine line between being passive aggressive with some of these things and being clear. Like you need to be clear too, right? You want to avoid ambiguity when you're managing or when you're the employee or when you're working for somebody. You want to be clear. So for clarity, I would say going forward, let's blah blah blah.
Yeah, I don't hate going forward, and that was number 5 on the list. So I'm thinking maybe that it was not as intense as the other ones. So I'm okay with going forward. The other 2 were bumping this to the top of your inbox.
I prefer that.
I get these all the time.
I love that. Thank you.
I never thought they were. I never looked at them as passive aggressive.
No, I look at them as thank you because I didn't read the first one. No, what's the final one?
But it totally is. Just to be sure we're on the same page. ...
Again, no issue with that. That's clarity for me. Like just to make sure before we have this meeting with Dennis, we're all on the same page to say we don't want to go on until 2 p.m. Right? Hey, we need to stop at some point.
Sometimes you need to be assertive. So I get what you're saying. Sometimes you need to say, just clear on the page.
Be clear. I think clarity is
Passive aggressive is like I'm trying not to sound like I'm being mean, but I'm like acting.
Some of the best advice that I got early on in my career was never respond to an email angry or frustrated. And I used to do that sometimes. But like, you know what I mean? It's like you kind of just react so quickly and then that's it. Like once that email is sent, it's, so you really, like if you're angry or you're frustrated with whatever the situation may be, take a beat, maybe sleep on it, respond in the morning.
I try not to make big decisions when I'm tired, really tired. So for example, Mondays, because I work late Sunday night and we work early Mondays, I'm tired by the end of the day, and that's when I get a chance to go through things, and I'm not good at decision making in that moment. You learn. How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Ed Sheeran with us today. Thanks for coming on. I've not seen or spoken to you in a long time, as it's been with so many people, but you look fantastic.
Oh, thank you, man. Dude, I was just realising today I haven't actually done like a proper interview. I did like one with the BBC like a month, maybe like 2 weeks ago. I haven't done one since February 2018.
Wow. Well, this won't be that proper. I'll do my best, but so since I guess we last spoke, you became a dad. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been quite a seismic shift in my life. It's been great.
How has it impacted your daily life?
You know what? I mean, you know yourself, you just prioritise different things. Like I got healthy and sort of like just spent a lot of time at home. I didn't really do any music for about 6 months. I was just kind of like full-time dad, and then when it kind of got to the sort of 6 month point, I started doing studio time, but very like structured. Instead of like just working, I would like have a 9 to 5. And I would do it at home and be able to, I was doing vocals with like her asleep on my shoulder and stuff like that. It was good.
And it is, many artists that will talk about they get most creative overnight and they work all night long. Do you ever do that?
So that's never been the case with me. I always find nighttime sessions actually a bit uncomfortable because I get quite tired. So I've always been I sort of start at 10 and finish at 5 kind of thing. But now it's more like start at 8:30 and finish at 4.
So she has heard, your baby has heard your songs. How does she react?
She's good. She doesn't like the ones that are like the big like delta singy ones. She kind of gets a bit shocked by that. But she likes to. I wrote. There's one song on the album that's a very sort of like smooth lullaby. I guess not like it soothing. Yeah, she likes that one.
Are you a hands-on dad? Are you changing diapers? Are you doing
fully? Yeah, fully. Do you know what I found? Like my wife kind of went through so much to have it's like a big thing that like the one thing the man can do is change nappies, cook, clean, keep. So yeah, that's literally been from the start. I've been like fully doing that. Yeah.
Is nappies diapers? Nappies with diapers?
Yeah. Nappies, diapers.
I'm gonna use that one day. I like that. Nappies. Sisney's actually pregnant with her third right now.
I am pregnant. I got
Oh
more.
wow! Congratulations. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I just entered the 3rd trimester, so I know it's gonna get like a little more tough, but
Yeah,
now,
for sure. The thing that I never got my head around was the weeks thing, you know, because usually it's just like, oh, a month and a bit, or like 2 months and a bit. Someone's being like, oh, it's 27 weeks. I'm like, what?
What is it?
Well, wait till, I mean, how old is your daughter?
Oh, Lyra, she's 9. 9 months. 9 months.
Right, but don't you call babies weeks for a while once they're born?
You do weeks for a while, and then it turns into months, and then at some point, like once they're like 2, you really stop counting the months.
But you apparently have this thing for math, so you should be really good at all the math, Ed. We've seen the jerseys of the football team.
No, I know. Do you know what? My albums are called that, but I'm actually not. I'm not a very smart individual. I kind of like. I've got my parts of life that I feel like I can navigate. But in terms of like maths, I'm not like. I wasn't good at that at school or languages. Although I learned Italian in the pandemic, which was the one thing that I feel like I got out of it. I have a house in Italy, and every time I'd gone to Italy, I just found like the locals were like, yeah, but you haven't learned yet, have you? And I'm like, no, I will. And then I just decided that I was going to do it. So I do an hour a day. I've done that for about 10 months.
Come stai? Come stai?
Yeah, sto bene. E tu?
Bene, grazie. I started, io sono Ryan. Di dove?
Io sono Ed, io ho imparato un po' italiano ogni giorno. Mia bella l'insegnante Daniela, yeah. Good.
Much better than mine. I started taking it once a week during the pandemic, the Italian lessons, and I felt still doing it. I struggled so hard. I got like really frustrated at some point. It was very hard for me to get the muscle movement.
Yeah, dude, for me it was like, I kind of like got my grasp on like conversation, and then my teacher was like, right, now we're going to do past tense, and I was like, and now I'm in that at the moment, and it's like a completely new language again. But it's really, I never learned. I failed German at school, I failed French at school. Like I've never really learned languages, and I've sort of spent the last 10 years traveling the world, speaking English, and feeling quite embarrassed about being in all these wonderful cultures and not being able to communicate. So it's really cool to. It sort of feels like a key that you unlock this door, and then suddenly this whole world opens up.
It is interesting with all these nations and territories singing in English, with others singing back in English who may not even speak English.
Yeah, man, and it's I think it's a respect thing to even like it when you're in these different countries, just to at least learn like, hey, how you doing tonight? Like,
You're
sing along.
nervous about that? Do you have part up with that? You're so nervous about that?
You know, I think because we spend at least like a month in each place. Like if you go to Germany, we play like 15 to 20 shows. So by the end of it, you've got it done.
New song